Hi, I'm Niall from GulfStream Boat Sales. The Bayliner 175 is one of the best starter boats that you can buy. This one is a 2008 example. It's a one owner from new boat. It's currently one of our stock boats, so it's been prepared to the highest standards and is for sale with a full warranty. It's really sharp looking, it's in immaculate condition. And what we're going to do now is take a walk around the boat, give you a really good look at it, show you all the features that this one has, and we're going to put it through its paces in the water as well so you can see how it performs underway. This is a one-owner boat that has seen very little use. Unfortunately, there's no hour clocks on these Bayliner 175s, but if I had a hazard guess, I would say there's probably only about 100 hours on the boat. And it's in immaculate condition. Everything works perfectly as it should, and it's in really nice shape, which is why I jumped at the chance to get it as one of our own stock boats. Now, the only thing that this boat had going against it whenever I picked it up was that the previous owner had decided in his wisdom to put a big graphic down along the side of the boat with like a picture of a woman in a bikini on it. It was really, I'm sure he thought it was lovely, but it wasn't the most tasteful graphic I have seen in my time doing this. So my first thought was, oh no, it probably means, whenever I see the whole hull side wrapped, I sort of think, well, the boat's been damaged and maybe it hasn't been repaired properly and they put a big wrap on to try and cover it. But whenever we got the wrap off, no, it was purely just down to the owner's taste. The underlying gel was immaculate. There was no scuffs or scrapes in it at all, and no damage. The good thing about the wrap is that it had protected it from all the usual sort of fender rash and stuff you get. So this one, the hull looks like brand new. So whenever we had the wrap off then, we were trying to think, I was going to stick the standard graphics back on the side of the boat, the standard Bayliner 175 graphic, but I'm really not a big fan of it. Particularly nowadays, they're starting to look a bit dated. You know, you get the blue pinstripe and the Bayliner 175 wee graphic-y thing at the back. It really sort of makes the boats look a bit older than what they are. And the newer Bayliners have lovely, crisp, clean lines. They've got nice pinstripe and they've got chrome Bayliner badges on there and stuff. So what we decided to do was put on bang up-to-date Bayliner badges. So we ordered up chrome badges from Bayliner in the States. We put those on the back, and we put on like a nice silver and blue pinstripe on the hull, leaving it just clean white lines then apart from that. So you're not going to find another Bayliner 175 with this sort of graphics package. This is sort of one of our own creations. We get the little 175 model identifier up here as well, and to complement the whole look, we also decided to replace the rub rail insert with a white PVC one as opposed to the black rubber one that you normally see. So I think taken as a whole, the boat looks really sharp. I've had people in the showroom actually asking was it a brand new boat. So I mean, that goes to show, first of all, how clean this boat is, and secondly, what a good job this graphics package does of just lifting the look of the whole thing. You see this chrome Bayliner badge, it's a genuine factory badge, yeah, I think it complements the boat really well. Taking a look down along the starboard side of the boat then, there's nothing in terms of like defects or anything for me to point out. The hull is like brand new. There's not a single scratch, scuff, scrape. The rub rail insert's obviously brand new, so it's perfect. Again, you'll see these vinyl stripes. We've done a nice silver, a broad silver stripe which picks up the silver accents on the interior really well, because this boat, being a 2008 one, has the white and silver interior. And then we put a nice navy, like dark navy pinstripe on it as well, which ties into the covers. The covers in this boat are navy blue, so this ties in with the colour of the covers on the boat as well. So again, 175 badge here, Bayliner chrome badges at the back. Coming right the way down along here, you can see there's still a beautiful shine to the gel, no scuffs, no scratches. The stainless steel cleats are in perfect condition. You really aren't going to find a cleaner 175 than this, I don't think, on the market. Taking a look at the transom, first of all, to talk about the condition. Again, it's like brand new. All the stainless steel work is totally on mark. It's the central ski toe point there. You've got this fold-in, two-step stainless steel bathing ladder, nice wide swim platform. It's molded non-skid. It's all in perfect condition. The rub rail, obviously, again, like I said, it's brand new. The stern drive, this is the original paint finish on the stern drive. It's the factory original finish. It looks immaculate. The stickers are great. The bellows are perfect. They were replaced, I think last year. We checked them and they're in immaculate condition. The anodes are like brand new as well. They don't need anything doing to them, and everything there looks fantastic. It just looks really low hours, you know. The only thing that we have to still left to do here on the drive is just we're going to get this prop cleaned up. So there's a couple of wee minor nicks out of the prop, and what we'll do is we're going to get that refurbished so it's like brand new before it goes to your new owner. The skeg's in really good condition, and everything else back here looks the part. You'll see we have anti-fouled the boat. The boat was anti-fouled before, so we've given it a fresh coat of international white paint, which again complements the colour scheme of the boat really well, and it's in perfect condition. So if you do want to moor this boat in a marina or keep it in the water, you can do that with that coat of anti-fouled paint that's on there. Some people out there may well have preferred this boat to look like a factory original Bayliner 175 with the black rub rail and the standard 2008 graphics package. And if that's you, then I completely understand where you're coming from, but the reason that I like to update these things and make them look a bit better is because, well, one thing is the 175 is the most popular sports boat ever built, full stop. There's thousands of them out there. I sell at least probably 2 or 3 every year, and they're a cracking little boat. The reason they're so popular is because they're very safe handling. Performance from the 3-litre engine is great. They're economical. They're easy to move around, whether you're launching or recovering or parking them in your driveway or around the caravan park. And they're just a very safe, easy to use, low maintenance boat. So they're a brilliant boat, but I think the fact they're so ubiquitous is a bit of a downside. You know, you can rock up with your brand new Bayliner 175 into the caravan park and then find that there's 2 or 3 other ones in the marina or parked around, and you know, it just looks the same. Whereas this one here is now unique. You're not going to find another Bayliner 175 with this colour scheme, with this graphics package. And then that means that people aren't going to be 100% sure what it is, and it's going to look different, and it means that the thing looks like a new boat. The whole thing that we're aiming for with our own stock boats is to make it as close to buying a brand new boat as possible. So we give a warranty, we make them look as pristine as we possibly can, we make sure everything's working on it as it should, and us doing this graphics package and just bringing it up to date, making it look a bit better, a bit sharper, is the whole, it's like you're basically buying like a brand new boat, but you're getting it for second-hand money. And we just want the whole buying process to be as enjoyable, straightforward and easy as possible, so you can buy with complete peace of mind and be really excited about getting your new boat. So hopefully that explains why we're doing the graphics package and stuff. And yeah, I think just like to be doing something a wee bit different, you know. Because these boats are built with water sports fully in mind, you got a really good setup here on the transom for getting in and out of the water, whether you're just swimming off the boat or whether you're pulling water skiers or wakeboarders or towables. You got this reinforced ski tow point here, as I said. You got this nice wide swim platform. We got this molded non-skid decking on the platform and across the top of the transom and the top of the engine box, so you can climb in and out of the boat easily over the top of the engine motor box. It means you don't have to stand on seat cushions and things like that. And you've plenty of room back here to sit and put on skis or wakeboards or whatever. The cleats are mounted further forward, so there's nothing to stub your toe on here as well. And you've got a nice handrail to get help yourself out of the water. And then the only other thing we've got back here is the engine room vents and the fuel fill point as well. Again, this is conveniently located here because you can sit your jerry can there and use a non-return, one of those jiggler pumps to fill the tank. So everything's it's a great setup here, and it's all in beautiful condition. Coming inside the boat then, we've got this tried and tested seating arrangement with twin back-to-back seats on the port and starboard side. We've got these low set jump seats either side of the engine box, and then we've got seating up in the bow for another 2 adults or a couple of kids or whatever. This layout here makes the most of the available space. It means you've got seating for up to 6 people, which is the capacity of the boat behind the windscreen. So even if you're out on a bad day and you've got that bow cover on at the front, all your passengers can sit behind the windscreen, get a bit of protection from the elements, and you still got a fairly decent bit of deck space and tons of storage space around here as well. Both of the seat loungers fold completely flat. So if you check the photographs, you can see this as well, but it's really easy just to fold them completely flat. So you've got 2 sun loungers then either side. whenever we get a bit of sunny weather. And you get storage underneath each of those seats as well whenever they are folded out like that. Condition wise, it's really good. We've got this silver accents on the upholstery, which was something that only came in 2008. So you'll notice anything with the blue accents on it is 2007 or older. So this is really freshens it up as well. And we've tried to tie that in with the chrome badging and the silver stripe on the outside of the boat. Marine carpet throughout. You can hit it with a power washer to hose it down. Everything's in lovely condition here. And it's just a really good, versatile layout. In terms of storage, we've got a nice bit of room down along the gunnels on both the port and starboard side. So you can put odds and ends down in there, grab bags and things like that. It's also big enough you can slide a knee board or something, or maybe a wakeboard up either side of the seats on the outside of the boat. We've got a huge big ski locker here on the floor, which runs right up the length of the up underneath the bow there. So you can swallow up mono skis, wakeboards, fenders, all that type of thing can go in there. A little bit of storage in this compartment here, which is also where you can access the emergency manual bilge pump, and the battery isolator switch lives in there as well. And then we've got storage up underneath the seats in the bow, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. Also got this nice deep recessed glove compartment area, so you can fire all sorts of bits and pieces in there. It's drained as well, so it's all lined, fiberglass lined, that drains overboard. We've got 2 cup holders up at the front, and another 2 cup holders up in the bow, and a final 2 cup holders in the actual engine box as well. Again, being a 2008 boat, this is the fiberglass molded engine box. It's a big improvement from the older ones, which were sort of made of like plywood and upholstered. So that fiberglass engine box is super solid. You can walk on it, and it looks the part as well. I have a couple of very minor cosmetic issues to point out here in the boat, which are super minor, but every boat, and if you're looking at a used boat, it's going to have something. So what we've got here is we've got one little chip out of the engine box lid here. It's as if somebody maybe, I don't know, dropped something heavy on it. Little chip. It's about half the size of my fingernail, if even. That's the only defect you're going to find in any of the fiberglass, the gel coat around the boat. And then the seat, this seat here has a couple of very minor marks where it was just obviously scraped with something, or maybe somebody sat down with a belt buckle or something like that there. And what we've done is we've filled it with a little bit of, we have like vinyl sort of touch-up kits. We've just run a wee bit of vinyl touch-up into the actual holes, just to sort of take your eye away from it. I didn't really think it warranted, because it's not actually through, it's not a tear in the vinyl, it's just scuffed the top of the surface. So I didn't feel that it warranted having the seat recovered, because I think it would be more noticeable if you actually recovered the seat, because we can't get an exact fabric match on it. But I just want to point it out, very minor cosmetic thing, and that's really the worst that you're going to find anywhere around the boat. All of these Bayliner 175s are a great helm position. The seat is well positioned to give you great visibility through the windscreen. The windscreen comes up to just above your head height here, so you get great protection from the elements whenever you're underway, and really good visibility all the way around the boat as well. There's a raised footrest underneath the dash, so you can brace yourself against that if you're out in choppier weather, and everything's well located. Steering wheel here, well positioned, the throttle and shift lever here at your right hand side in a good spot as well. And then we've got a full range of marine instruments. So everything on this boat, goes without saying, as a stock boat, everything's working perfectly, and we're offering a warranty to cover all this stuff should you find you have any issues with it in the first 3 months or so of ownership. But this one, like I said, this is a low hours boat and has all the hallmarks of that. The dash is pristine. A lot of times you see on these boats as they get a bit older, the paint flakes off the dash. You get discoloration on the face of the gauges as well. They start to go like a yellowy colour. But you can see on this boat, all the gauges are pristine. Chrome bezels look the part, the dash looks the part, all the switch gear and everything's perfect as well. So it's in really tip-top condition. In terms of the instruments, we've got a volt gauge, temperature gauge, speedo, trim gauge, which tells you what angle the leg's at on the back of the boat. We've got the RPM, tacho, We've got oil pressure gauge and fuel gauge here as well. So everything is working exactly as it should. Switch gear, we've got a blower motor, navigation lights, an anchor light, bilge pump switch, accessory switch, and the horn. And again, everything's working exactly as it should. We've got a cup holder here and a matching one over on the passenger side as well. All the controls are nice and smooth. Throttle and shift lever is everything's like nice and slick. Feels sort of nice and tight as well. Again, I'm guessing there's about 100 hours or so in this boat, and all the controls and everything sort of matches up with that. Mechanically, the boat's perfect. It's running really good. It is due a service before it goes to your new owner, so it will be fully serviced. We just haven't got around to doing that yet. But we're going to do that and also offer that warranty as well before it goes anywhere. What we're going to do after we finish up here in the showroom is we're going to put the boat in the water, put it through its paces and show you how it performs underway. The 175 is a super safe handling boat. That 3 litre 135 horsepower motor is a great match to the hull. It gets the boat up on the plane quickly, even with a full load of people on board. It's enough power to pull skiers and water toys and all that type of thing. And the hull is a very safe handling hull. You really can't, if you start to push it beyond its limits, it just sort of washes out of turns and things. It really doesn't let you get it wrong. It's designed as an entry-level boat, and it has no sort of nasty handling characteristics at all. It's category C rated on the C rating thing, so it's for inshore use, so it can handle a bit of coastal chop and stuff, and you can use it in big bays and locks around the coast. It's also perfectly suited to freshwater use, and provided you're sensible about the conditions that you go out in a boat like this, you really can't get it wrong, you know. So yeah, this one's immaculate, and we'll put it through its paces in the water and show you just how it performs underway now. Engine access on the boat is really straightforward. You've got two little catches to undo on either side of the engine box, these little rubber catches. And then the whole engine box just lifts off. Pretty light as well. You can park that up at the front of the boat, and then you've got really good service and maintenance access around the engine. This is a Mercury 3-litre TKS, so it's turnkey start, which means you don't have to pump the throttle or anything. There's no manual choke on it. It's all automatic. You just turn the key and go, just like starting your car. Your daily sort of or weekly service checkpoints are all nice and easy to get at. You got the dipstick here on the starboard side of the engine. See, we haven't even changed that oil yet. It's nice and clean. That's the way it came in. Again, that's one of the signs of a low hours engine, is nice clean oil, particularly after it's been in it for about a season or so. The boat was serviced, as far as we know, at the middle part or early part of the 2015 season, so it has been serviced about a year ago. We're going to get a full and complete service, including the water pump and pillar change, before it goes to our new owners. We've got a remote gear lube monitor bottle here, so this can let you monitor the level of gear oil in the stern drive, and there's a little alarm built into the bottom of that bottle, so if that starts to drop down, the boat will beep at you, let you know you're running low on gear oil. This has got this single point drain function on this boat as well, so if you're winterizing it, it's really easy to drain the water out of it. The belts and everything are really good shape. The engine bay itself looks really nice and tidy. There's no high water marks or anything in there, no evidence of any water ingression in the past, and the whole engine is in really good shape. As I said, low hours, bags of life left in it, and we're standing over it all with that 3-month warranty as well. Access out into the bow is through this open and windscreen section. Again, the hinges are good. We've got this little rubber stop here which holds it off the deck on the other side of the screen. Nice wide entry out into this bow area. It's fully upholstered. We've got a moulded non-skid floor up here. We've got a couple of integrated handrails for your bow passengers. We've got this little bit of non-skid decking at the very front of the bow as well, so if you're hopping on and off at the front of the boat, whether you're on a pontoon or a beach or something, you've got a wee bit of safe footing underneath there. And the condition of everything up here, again, is lovely. You've got 2 integrated cup holders. It's fairly, you've got these nice high backrests here. At the side it is fairly low, so if you're running the boat with kids up here, you're going to want to keep a close eye on them. But at the same time, with teenagers or adults, you can comfortably sit up here whenever the boat's running, no problem at all. And it's a lovely place to relax whenever you're just sitting at anchor, having a picnic or something like that there. It's a lovely place to spend a bit of time, like a wee sun trap up here at the front of the boat. We do have a bit of storage underneath the seat cushions on both sides, so it's a great place to keep your anchor and ropes and stuff in here. Again, you can see the condition of everything here is perfect. No signs of any water having lay in there at any time in the past. And only one little minor thing I have to point out here is, again, a couple of little scratches on the seat. 2 wee scratches on the seat here that we've touched in again with that little vinyl touch-up kit that we have. And you can't really see it. If you're looking really close, you can see them, but ordinarily it's not noticeable. Apart from that, it's immaculate, just like the rest of the boat. So yeah, really good condition. The boat comes complete with this US trailer. It's a galvanized trailer. Wheels and bearings and everything are perfect. There's a new jockey wheel for it. The winch is in great condition. It's an excellent, easy launch, easy to recover trailer that's included in the sale. So there you have it. That's our 2008 Bayliner 175 Bayliner. As I said, this is a one owner from new boat. It's super low hours. If I had to put a guess on it, I would say around about 100 hours. You can tell it's done nothing. It's in really immaculate condition. I think you would be hard pushed to find one as nice as this. Because it's a stock boat, we've gone through it with a fine-tooth comb. Everything's working exactly as it should. All the switchgear on the dash, all the instruments. The engine's been the engine will be fully serviced before it's delivered. So that includes making sure that there's a new water pump impeller in there, oil filter, fuel filter, and the battery was new last year. The bellows were done last year, so the whole thing is completely ready to go, and you should have nothing to worry about other than routine maintenance for the coming years. We're also standing over it with our warranty, which I've yet to find anybody else out there in the industry offering the same level of warranty cover that we do on all our own stock boats. So we really do aim to make the ownership process as hassle-free and enjoyable for you as possible, and we really endeavour to go the extra mile whenever it comes to our own stock boats. So I think that they're unbeatable in terms of like the value and what you're getting out there in the market. Hopefully you'll agree, and I think this little boat is really striking, looks completely different than any other Bayliner 175s out there, and it's going to make a great buy for someone. If you like a look at the boat, if you want to come and see it and get a run on it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can drop me an email to sales@gulfstreamshop.com, or you can give me a call or fill out the callback request form on this page of our website, and I can contact you at a time that's convenient. I'll be glad to have a chat about the boat and answer any questions you may have. Thank you very much for watching.